Hello everybody, welcome to another Valheim video. This video is a basic building tutorial that's going to teach you a 3-step process to make your building more enjoyable and more effective. Valheim's building system really is something quite special. You don't have to be some building master to get into it. It's very fun once you get used to it. The 3-step process is pretty simple. Foundation, frame, roof. That's it. Foundation, frame, roof. You'll always start with some kind of foundation. It could be stone like this. It could be some kind of wooden foundation like this. And sometimes it's just these raised ground pillars. There's all sorts of different things that might serve as the foundation. But it's always the starting point. You can think of your foundation as the 2D shape of your building. In this case, it's going to be square. Make sense? Here we've outlined the square, right? But once we move to the next step, which is framing, you're basically making a 3D version of the 2D frame that you used in the foundation. And now that you have a foundation and you've framed, that leaves the final part, which is just putting a roof. The problem people encounter when they just try and build like from the ground up is that they get to the roof and they didn't account for the structure properly and they can't get the angles right, and it gets really complicated and it can be quite frustrating. That's why you can save yourself from a lot of trouble by starting with the foundation, then doing the frame, and then focusing on the roof. Here we have a simple mock-up. Let's do the same thing but a little bit more advanced. I think these locations are really cool. They got a nice circular vibe. As before, we'll start with our foundation. But this time, we're going to start with a more complicated foundation as the shape, but use the exact same process. Have you ever wanted to rent your own dedicated Valheim server? Consider using my sponsor, Zap Hosting. If you use their BepInEx server, then you'll be able to set up Enigma Mode just by dragging the mod pack into the files. From that point on, you can customize scripts on your own server and change things. So if that sounds fun to you, give it a shot. Otherwise, let's get back to this building tutorial. Here we have our foundation trimmed up. As you build your frame, you want to follow a general rule of thumb where you give 4 meters of space for each level, okay? At first, your 4 meters of space is going to seem like too much, like overkill. But keep in mind, this is the frame. The roof itself will cause issues, so you're going to need the frame to be a little bit bigger than you might expect. As you move on with more complicated shapes of your foundation, you're going to have more issues with your roof. This is still a very simple roof. There's quite a few ways that you could handle it. You could make some kind of spiraling thing like this, and then just go all the way around, and you end up with a decent looking roof. But once you start trying to do something else, you're going to actually encounter a problem that I'm going to help you avoid. And that's because this kind of shape didn't give us a kind of central beam. Roofs are easier to work on if you can split the symmetry in half, okay? It doesn't have to stay that way, but it's a good starting point. And the way this is set up doesn't allow us to do that, so no matter how we place these pieces, if we try and get more creative, we kind of have some issues. All that we need to do to fix that is just add a snap point in the exact center, okay? Make sense? Now we can imagine we cut it in half. This is going to allow us to do some other tricks with the roof. When you split the symmetry in half, it makes placing a roof a lot easier, so you can always consider just kind of plopping a split roof on top of it. You can always work on it more later. In general, it's important that you take the time to get the roof to be exactly as you want it, because it's the most likely thing to cause you problems down the line. In this case here, I've raised the roof up further, right? So it definitely isn't necessary to have all this extra height. But probably what players would end up doing is building something like this. By just using 2 different kinds of roof pieces here, we can make a really cool looking roof, right? That looks kind of unique. It's got like a pinwheel design basically, so if you see it from above, it makes more sense, right? And now you can imagine why it's important to have that 4 meters, because typically you're gonna have some roof outside of that frame that takes 2 meters back. And you still need that 2 meters to get your character through. Make sense? That's why 4 meters is generally a good rule of thumb for the height of each floor in your frame. To be honest, in one-story buildings like this, these kind of concepts aren't as important. But if you want to build something tall, like a tower or a castle or any kind of big building, you're going to need to use this sort of strategy so that it feels cohesive by the time you're finished. One of my favorite pieces of advice is something that Dakar says, and he says to pay attention to the silhouette of the build. And this is something that's very obvious once you have the frame and the roof in, so you might want to consider it after you've done those things. The silhouette consists of just the outline before you've added all of the details and the colors and the walls, etc., etc. You now know the basics of building any kind of structure in Valheim. Don't get me wrong, you can get a lot more advanced than what I've shown you. This is just a simplified 3-step strategy that you can apply to a wide range of different situations that you encounter in Valheim. Start with your foundation, then your frame, and then build the entirety of your roof. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to support my work, then consider renting your own dedicated Valheim server with my sponsor, Zap Hosting. You can get the link in the top of this description, or check out one of my other videos where I go into detail about that process. Alternatively, you could play Enigma Mode yourself and give me some feedback on it. That's always really useful, and I appreciate all of the people who have been doing that. It's been so fun running a project that other people are actually playing and messaging me about. It really inspires me, and there's so many times where somebody suggests something and then that gets me inspired, and then I end up making a feature. Sometimes it's not even about what they suggested, but it's really motivating, it's really fun, and I appreciate all of the work and all of the sharing and all of the feedback that everyone's been giving me. Thank you so much, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.